requests we get from people are our personal favorites when it comes to dining throughout Disneyland. And so what I thought would be a good idea for this week would be for us to each share our personal favorite dining in the whole Disneyland Resort. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go one by one and share what our favorite dining is. And we broke it up into 4 different categories. So we have favorite snack, favorite quick service restaurant, favorite table service restaurant, and also favorite fine dining restaurant, if you're willing to spend that sort of money on eating. I'm gonna go ahead and start with what my favorite snack is in Disneyland. And I know this is an unpopular opinion because I know what most people say and I don't agree with it. My favorite snack is actually the peanut butter cookies because they're like the best peanut butter cookies I've ever had in my life. So anytime we go to Disneyland, I won't leave until we at least go on Main Street or get back to Pooh Corner or somewhere and get one of their peanut butter cookies because they're really thick and they're soft, and usually you can get them with peanut butter chips and chocolate chips inside, and they're just really, really tasty and delicious, so I love them.
Yes, they are quite tasty. I really like the Dole Whip because it's quintessential Disney, and it's amazing, and it's not dairy if you are allergic to dairy. It's just great on a cold it's great to eat on a hot day.
It's great to eat on a cold day too.
On a cold day at Disneyland where it's freezing cold. It's good to eat on a hot day, and it's really refreshing, and you can share it, and you can get a float, other option with it.
Yeah, that's where I know most people agree with that. I think they're really good too. It's just not my favorite.
You hate them.
I love pineapple. I love pineapple. Okay, for favorite quick service, this was actually really hard for me because there are a lot of really, really good quick service locations. These are the sort of locations where you don't have to be at a table. You can just kind of pick food up quickly, all sorts of different places like that. My favorite quick service is the Royal Street Veranda on New Orleans Square. I've only tried it once, but man, was it really, really good. They only do like 3 different types of soup, and they're always in a bread bowl, and it's super, super fast because they actually have the soups all poured and ready to go before you're done paying for your meal. And they're absolutely fantastic. If you love gumbo or clam chowder, you will probably love what comes out of the Royal Street Veranda. It's that place though, a lot of people can pass by it because it's underneath the balcony to the Disneyland Dream Suite in New Orleans Square and kind of tucked away next to the queue for Pirates of the Caribbean. So it can be missed, but you can't miss their sign that says, "Try our gumbo." Or there. So that's my favorite quick service place. That was kind of hard though.
I really like Flo's V8 Cafe. It has this fun atmosphere where it's got this musical feel, but also it's like a gas station. It has a lot of great places to sit, including outside right by Radiator Springs Racers, so you can see the cars go by. And it has a good variety of food for breakfast, some of the greatest food that they have at California Adventure, and then all other meals. So it's not too expensive either.
Their Bananas Foster French toast is pretty
So
amazing.
good. It has caramel all over it.
Okay, for table service, this kind of bleeds a little bit into the fine dining as well, but my favorite table service location is probably the Blue Bayou. It is so fun in there. I love the atmosphere because it's the one where you're inside Pirates of the Caribbean. And so it's always nighttime by the riverside. It's really, really cool in there, and it always has fantastic food. Especially the Monte Cristo sandwich is what it gets credit for all the time. It's Monte Cristo, but there was also really great steaks and chicken, and you can have some gumbo before your meal, about a little cup of gumbo like this, which is just so delicious, and the mint juleps are really good. And so the whole atmosphere and the whole idea that you're inside a ride for Blue Bayou is probably why it's my favorite table service.
That was going to be mine too, so I'll have to change to the
It could
wine.
still be yours.
No, because I really also like the Wine Country Trattoria. It's got a great feel because it feels like you're outside in Italy, and you get to see the Paradise Pier through if you sit outside. And the meals are really, really, really good. They're homemade pastas, and the spaghetti sauce is really amazing. And it's not that expensive. They have good options for both lunch and dinner. So
you know what I really like about the Wine Country Trattoria is the fact that it's not super filling. There's a lot of places at Disneyland where you go out to eat and you feel like you had to eat until you were about ready to burst. But at the Wine Country Trattoria, it's not like that at all. It's actually rather light. So you don't really feel like you're going to
Even though it's
die.
pasta, it's weird.
It's surprising. So that brings us to the fine dining experience. There's not a ton of options to choose from for fine dining, but I think we've done all of them. And they're all really, really nice. But he already knows what I'm gonna say. My favorite fine dining is Steakhouse 55 at the Disneyland Hotel. It is actually also the most expensive restaurant in the Disneyland Resort because it's really pricey. You're not gonna be spending probably less than $45 per meal there, but it is fantastic, especially if you love steak. It is great. They have excellent truffle mac and cheese, which I can't get enough of. And then you don't even get started about the dessert because they have a 24-layer chocolate cake because 25 layers is apparently just too much.
Yeah,
but
24
24,
is okay.
it's fine. Obviously you want to split it with people because it's huge. It's like this tall.
We've seen people eat one for each other, and you shouldn't.
I don't even know why they would do that because it's just so much food, but it's delicious.
So good.
It's got like chocolate cake and Nutella and chocolate mousse in it and ganache. So good. And the service is really, really nice too. When the last time we ate there, our food was taking a little bit long, and so they kept bringing us out like amuse bouches and like complimentary soups and stuff to say sorry for the wait. So it was really
It's very
great.
fancy.
It's really fancy, but I really, really enjoy it there.
My favorite's the Napa Rose. I also like Steakhouse 55, but Napa Rose has a fun, very, very fancy flair, and you can just take your time, have a full 3 or 4 course meal, whatever you want. They also have a price fix, very expensive menu, but it's really, really, really good. They have a mix of fish and steak and chicken and pork, pretty much anything fancy you can think of.
And that's there at the Grand Californian Hotel. And so if you go when it's still daylight outside, you can see outside into Grizzly Peak recreation area, which is also kind of cool because then it has this New World woodsy feel.
Huge windows, it's really cool.
It's really, really cool. I like that one too, but I think I knew you were going to choose that one too. Those are our personal picks, but I think that it's hard to go wrong when it comes to dining anywhere in the Disneyland Resort, and even in downtown Disney, it's really, really good. So I'll put some links in the description to all these places that we've talked about, as well to our just general dining reviews page on our website, DisneylandForever.com, because we do a lot of those reviews. In fact, he writes most of them, but I agree with what he writes down. So you can get a better idea of where you might want to eat next time you visit, or where you might want to splurge if you want to. So that's what we got for this week. Go ahead and let us know what your favorite places are to eat in Disneyland in the comments below, because I'm interested to see what you guys think, what your reactions are to these places. So until next week, we'll see you later. Thanks. Bye.